Welcome in to Tiger Den Sports. I'm your host, Jason Darcy, also known as the Blind Tiger. And today, was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting myself. I'm JJ, the little hooter.
Yeah, Lil Who Dat, that's right. Big Saints fan.
Yep.
Yeah, Saints live stream tonight. We're going to talk about the quarterbacks in the draft, who we think is going to be good, who's going to be a bust, who we think the Saints should draft, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the coaches that the Saints hired. So, how was your day?
Oh, it was good. Just work and just came home relaxed and waiting for the podcast.
Yeah.
How about yours?
It was good when the phones came back on.
Yeah. That was crazy this morning. And we had some technical difficulties right before the show, so that's why we're a little bit late today.
Yeah, it was supposed to start at 7, but I guess with everything else going on today, the mics wasn't working, sound wasn't working, none of that. And we're not professional sound people either.
But we got it working out. So.
Yep. So y'all hit the subscribe button, like button, share button, and comment button. And we'll answer your questions as we see them. So, what you want to talk about first? The Saints coaching?
Yes.
All right.
So I think the Saints offensive approach is complete as of right now. So they recently hired two more coaches this week. Let me see. Grab that article. On USA.com, the Saints we officially hired wide receivers coach Keith Williams. He was with the Baltimore Ravens last year, and he had to develop flying. And then we got our offensive line coach, John Fenton, who, surprisingly, he was played for the Saints back in 1987 as an undrafted free agent. He was offensive line coach and run game coordinator for New York Jets for 2 seasons in 2021 and 2022. Yep.
Okay, good. Well, I think that's going to help the coaching staff. And didn't Keith Williams coach Tyreek Hill? And there was one other receiver I heard. I know one of them was Tyreek Hill. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say I heard that.
Yes, Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, there you go. Devontae Adams is the other one. So he coached some good receivers there too. So
would you tell the trade for Devontae Adams too that he played with Derek Carr and was coached by Keith Williams?
It depends on how much money he wants.
And what do we have to give?
Because I don't know how many years Devontae Adams got left. And I don't want to give, if he only got a year left on his contract, which I'm not sure what he signed with the Raiders for. But, I mean, he would be a good addition to the team to go along with Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed. And I think that would be some good receivers to go along with Derek Carr.
Yeah, and then you also got A.T. Perry, who's developing, who's coming out too. So.
Yeah, that would be some that's to be a deep receiver room too.
That would be very deep.
Yeah.
It seems like Derek Allen is trying to recreate the Las Vegas Raiders, trying to make them the New Orleans Raiders. You know, he hires all the old personnel and all the old players. So
yeah. Yep. And Bennett, where did he coach at again?
Bennett, he was offensive line and run. Like I said, let me go pull it up again.
For some reason, the Browns are in my head for some reason, but I don't think that's right. I'm not sure.
I don't think he did.
No, he may not have.
But they're saying last year, season before, he was with the New York Jets for 2021. 2022. Okay.
Well, I don't think the Jets had that great of offensive line. So, no. I guess he's no worse than Doug Marrone. Put it that way.
No.
So
that's probably what they're going to drop in the first round if I have to think a while there. Is of
Yep. And I mean, the offensive line coach is only as good as the offensive lineman you have.
Correct.
So, I mean, if you don't have the offensive lineman to go that's talented, it don't matter if you have a Hall of Fame offensive line coach. I mean, he can only coach so good. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
the way it is.
And hopefully he can develop Trevor Penning, because so far he's looking like he's going to be a bust.
Yeah, Trevor Penning. I mean, I'm hoping that I don't want it to be a waste of a first round pick.
Oh, definitely no.
So if he can turn it around this year, this is his third year, right?
Yeah, it's going to be his third year.
Yeah, so if he can turn it around, that would help that left tackle position. And what I was thinking too, that I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were, if Ryan Ramczyk retires or they trade him or whatever because of his knee injury, if he doesn't play anymore, what would you think about moving Trevor Penning to right tackle? Would that kind of ease the load for him? And you think he'd be better as a right tackle than a left tackle?
I mean, we could try. Let him play that position. Was he a left tackle in college, right?
Yeah, he was a left tackle in college.
Now, what about Cesar Ruiz? He was a center. He's playing what right now?
Yeah, Cesar Ruiz. Yeah, he was a center. I think he played at Michigan, and
Yeah, but
they moved him to right guard.
Okay.
With the Saints. So
Well,
I mean,
it wouldn't hurt to move him in that position and see if he can play. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
might excel in that position.
Yeah, I mean that would be the best thing. If he can't cut it as a left tackle, you move him to right tackle, and he becomes just a decent player. You don't need like an All-American, not All-American. That's not college. I mean, that's not pro. You don't need a Hall of Fame right tackle. You just need somebody that can do their job.
Yeah.
So.
Because if I'm not mistaken, most of our offensive linemen are first and second round picks. And you hate to see them go to waste.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Go ahead.
Yeah, because was it Marcus Davenport? He was a first round pick, and he rarely played for the Saints because he was always injured. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Whenever he did play, he was phenomenal. Yeah, he made plays, but if you're sitting on the bench most of the time, you're just your talents are a good wasted. Now he went to Baltimore, but he didn't play much last year either.
Right.
And that Peyton Turner, he's also a defensive lineman that's been injured as well.
Yeah. And I like to talk about Marcus Davenport. He was. They should have never drafted him in the first round. I mean, he come from the Roadrunners, I believe their nickname was. I mean, that's not even that great of a school. You don't play top end schools in college, so he might dominate the teams he plays, but it's not the most talented players. And with the Saints, it just didn't pan out. And another one like Akeem Hicks that played for the Saints.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he didn't do that great with the Saints, but he went to the Bears and they used him right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to say he's becoming a Hall of Famer, but he's a really great player now. Yeah, I think so.
I think the last time he played for a team was for the Bucs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So,
but they just used him right. So, and that's the thing. Like with this offensive coaching staff, if you put the players in positions that they can be successful, they're gonna do their job. They're gonna do great things because you're using them right, and that's what the coaching staff needs to do.
I tell you, the one person they should have never let walk was Trey Henderson.
Oh, I know, but they couldn't pay him.
That's the thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and like
players walk.
Right. Yep. They couldn't pay him. They couldn't do none of that. Just like Eric McCoy, they just did his salary and pushed his money down the road again for a few years to clear space. I mean,
Hey, that's a problem too, because you keep on pushing all these players back, and we're adding more years. It seems like their contract. So of course we have to have all these old players on our team because we have to keep them because of salary cap issues.
right.
Just same
Yeah.
or I think we were talking about that last week, the week before. We're restructuring his contract, and he's gonna be on for another year. Out of this contract, I think it is.
Wait, say that again?
Derek Carr. They're restructuring his contract.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's gonna be out in another year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. 3 years now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's, yeah. 2 years from now, I think he get the biggest of his contract, and I think the third year. I mean, I don't know all the numbers and stuff, but I know it's pretty significant the second and third year.
Yeah.
So they keep pushing it down the road, and eventually, like you said, Trey Hendrickson, you had to let him walk because you couldn't afford him.
You have all these best players come play on the things, and then of course, you got to let them go because they don't want a lot of money. Good job, I understand because they excel in their position, and they get what they're worth. But at the same time, the salary cap that we have, it hurts the team that we have to let them go because we can't pay them.
Right.
And then we keep all these old players on the team. You can't get rid of them because if we get rid of them, it's gonna hurt us more than to keep them.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can't trade them because the salary is too much.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have some team pick up their contract, and who's gonna want to do that?
Yeah, exactly. Like you look at Alvin Kamara's contract, I believe he's going to be owed like $20 million or $16 to $20 million or something this next year. Well, you want to trade him, nobody's going to want to take on that salary.
And he's an agent too.
Right. Right. So eventually, say that again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying I love Alvin Kamara, but
yeah,
the running backs they really don't have a lasting career in the NFL as the quarterbacks and wide receivers and other players.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like what's the saying about running backs? You can find a running back anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. You want Alvin Kamara, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But once they start getting 28, 29, 30, you basically start looking, okay, well, he got too much miles under him. We can draft a running back and they'll be just as good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they usually do now. So, but the Saints salary thing, I mean, they're going to have to fix it eventually. They can't keep doing this, I wouldn't think.
That's why we might have 4 years of mediocre efficiency because our salary cut, and then we'll just have to rebuild from the ground up.
Yep.
And we were going to talk about fullbacks tonight. Something I want to ask you was, in my opinion, I think this is Dennis Allen's last chance to make it to playoffs because I think he's on.
Wait, who's that again? I didn't hear you.
Dennis Allen.
Oh, Dennis Allen?
I think he's on a half season.
Yeah.
And you have to make that change with the offensive staff because I'm pretty sure he's on the hot seat.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to make that change with the offensive staff or he would have been gone.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the hot seat this year.
Oh, yeah. It's basically win your division, make the wild card playoff, or I would think he's gone, in my opinion.
Yeah, because we can't keep on going through, having. Now, don't get me wrong, we had a winning season last season. I always like having a winning season, but I want the playoffs. I want more than that. And this is going to be Dennis Allen's third year, and he has not shown us that he can bring us to the playoffs. He hasn't shown us that he can lead the team. I mean, right now, I don't even think he can lead us the team.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
locker room. I think he lost the locker room. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, you look at what the players did at the last game, giving Jamal Williams a touchdown
pretty much,
after the coach said to kneel it. Well, look, I don't see nothing wrong. I didn't see nothing wrong with getting their teammate a touchdown. That's fine. But like you said, he lost the locker room because if that was Sean Payton, they would
no.
not. They wouldn't have did that.
Oh no.
You know.
If
So
they would have
that's
done
a.
that,
Go ahead.
Jameis Winston would have been cut. Jameis Winston would be gone by now.
Oh
Because he's
yeah.
the one who called that play. And I'm pretty sure Jamal Williams probably would have been gone,
Yep.
or he would have suspended a couple of games next season. If I would have to take a wild guess.
Oh yeah. I think so too. Some people would have been in trouble.
Yeah, somebody would have got in trouble.
Oh what?
But even Cam Jordan said that, if I'm not mistaken, in an interview, like, Dennis Allen can't be taken serious in the locker room.
Yeah.
Especially go after having a conference after last game and apologize to the Falcons. Bruh. The Phillies fans, you don't ever apologize to the Falcons.
Yeah. Yep. So you want to get into the quarterbacks for the draft?
We can. You know, pulled up an article earlier with the top 5 prospects. And of course, the number 1 is Caleb Williams. You know, I'm thinking he might go to the Bears or the Commanders.
Yeah. Well, from what I'm hearing is it's going to be the Bears. That's what I'm hearing. And the last rumor I heard, I believe it was on Chat Sports. I don't know if you ever listened to them. But yeah, they were saying that Russell Wilson might be going to the Bears.
Really?
Yeah, that's what their assumption was, that he might be going to the Bears. Because I think the offensive coordinator that used to coach Russell Wilson is on the Bears now. When he was at the Seahawks, I believe.
Yeah, he became the head coach, right?
Say that again?
He became the head coach, right?
I couldn't hear you. My kids were being a little loud. Go ahead.
The offensive coordinator for the Jets is now, I'm sorry, for the Seahawks is now the head coach, right?
Right. Yeah. But yeah, they said Russell Wilson, it was going to be probably going to the Bears, and then they're going to draft Caleb Williams to sit behind Russell Wilson for a couple years. I guess like Green Bay did with Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And then they're going to trade Justin Fields.
So being that Russell Wilson is not going to be the Denver quarterback next year, Sean Payton's going to probably want to jump in the top 10 to get his quarterback.
Yep.
I pulled up an article that says a former NFL exec, saying that he might go after JJ McCarthy.
Well, I mean, that might be a good fit. That's Sean Payton and the Broncos, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, now that you say that, JJ McCarthy kind of reminds me of a Drew Brees, if you think about it. He plays under center. He's a pocket passer, play action, little short passes. That's what Drew Brees did. So Sean Payton might be creating another Drew Brees.
Could be.
You know?
Yeah. Because I mean they're gonna need a quarterback because they're moving on from Russell Wilson. So I can see them jumping up and picking that quarterback.
Right? And Sean Payton, he's not scared to jump up.
No. Oh no.
So, but talking about JJ McCarthy though, I think not that I would want the Saints to draft him, but I think JJ McCarthy would be a good fit in Clint Kubiak's system too. Just because of all the motions, the running game, the play action, that's what JJ McCarthy was good at. So, Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not really familiar with all the quarterbacks. I just know JJ McCarthy plays for the Michigan Wolverines and
Michigan,
then
yeah.
the championship this year. I know James Daniels, but I don't know what kind of quarterbacks they are, what kind of talent. Are they pass motion and play action? You more of that than I do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because I mean, I watch a lot of college football, so, but yeah, J.J. McCarthy, when he was at Michigan, he played under center. I mean, pretty much every snap. They ran the ball at least, probably, I would say Michigan ran the ball about 70% of the time. Yeah.
oh, excuse me. So they were.
Okay. 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 That was Crystal. She was saying we have some comments coming in, so I don't know if you want to read some comments before we get any further.
All right, let's see. So we have a comment coming in from Mr. Taylor Johnson. What's up, guys? I think Breeze is a much better passer than McCarthy. I think he is a game manager.
Hey, I believe Drew Brees is a better passer as well. I'm just saying, J.J. McCarthy is Sean Payton's going to probably try to make him into a Drew Brees because
Yep.
he plays the same style: run the ball, play action, and take his shots at times. So I
Oh,
think that's all I'm saying.
he's a much younger quarterback too. So Sean
Right.
Payton can develop him because Sean Payton really didn't develop Drew Brees. Drew Brees was
Right.
already, in the NFL before he came to the Saints.
Yeah, that's true.
So so he can start from scratch with JJ McCarthy.
Right. Yeah, how old was Drew Brees whenever Sean Payton and Drew Brees got to the Saints? You remember?
I would have had to
27, 28?
I would have to say 27, 28
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
because he got drafted in 2002 and he only played what 3 seasons in San Diego.
Yeah, I think so.
So let me see. I know he's like 47 or 48 right now. If I could tell, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 45. Make him way older than what he is.
Yeah. We don't keep track of those ages.
Well, Drew Brees is no longer a part of the same organization, so don't get me wrong, I love him.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I would have to say he was like 27, 28.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, JJ McCarthy is going to be 22, 23.
Yeah.
So Sean Payton does have to kind of develop him if that happens. But who's another quarterback that's in the draft that you have in front of you?
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix. I don't know. I think he's going to be a bust. I mean, he played at Washington. Yeah, I know they went to the championship game. But, I mean, Washington didn't play anybody. They played in the Pac-12. They don't have no good teams in the Pac-12 besides Oregon. And then when they played Michigan, look what happened. I mean, Michael Penix did not do good at all. So, Michael Penix, I don't think he can throw the ball that well. He can run a little bit, but he's more of a he reminds me of if I have to say that he's like somebody, maybe like a Russell Wilson, maybe where he has to scramble. You know how Russell Wilson when he was younger, he liked to scramble,
Yes.
and then he throws the ball as he's scrambling.
Correct.
That's what I think Michael Penix does, and if you keep him in the pocket, he's not gonna do good in the NFL at all.
So, Mr. Taylor Johnson wants to know where do the Broncos draft in the first round? They pick number 12.
Number 12, yeah.
So more likely they'll move up.
Yeah, and they might be able to stay where they are too. I mean, We just talked about Caleb Williams. He's probably going number 1. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's going in the top 10. I really don't. Michael Penix, he might go in the top 10. But for sure, the 2 quarterbacks that's going to go in the top 10 is going to be Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
The rest, it's up in the air.
Now, I heard a rumor that the Falcons were trying to move up to get Jaden Daniels.
The Falcons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too. I wasn't going to say that. I hope the Falcons don't move up to get him.
Because
Go ahead.
I don't know if the Saints are really going to move up to get quarterback this year.
Nah, the Saints aren't moving up.
No.
I don't think they drafted one quarterback in the history of the franchise in the first round.
They did.
Who's that?
Archie Manning.
Okay, and is that the only one?
I believe that's the only one.
Yeah, so it's more likely that they don't, but I guess we never know.
Hey,
if they do trade up, they better take Jaden Daniels. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we're not going to trade up to get Michael Penix or
no.
Who was the other one? May, I think it was.
Drake May.
Yep, Drake May.
Yeah, now Drake May. I didn't watch a whole lot of his games. He played at NC State. Alabama wanted him to transfer in last year, but he stayed at NC State, big NIL deals to keep him there. But, he's an accurate passer, but he's not like a special quarterback. He's accurate. He got a good arm, but he's not. I don't think he's mobile. He can't run. He's more of a pocket passer. So I don't really. He might do okay in the NFL, but that's good. To me that's a risky pick, but that's just my opinion on that. And I know you've probably never seen him play, huh?
No.
Yeah, and I didn't watch many NC State games, so I can't say much about him. But
of course, LSU is big around here. Everybody, watches the SEC because that's where LSU's conference is.
Yeah.
So, I heard Michael Penix, don't know much about David McCarthy. I just knew that he played for Michigan. Like I said, I'm not really into football.
Right.
I'm more of the NFL thing.
Right. Yep, and yeah, I do. See, that's why we work good together. You know more about the NFL. I'm learning more, but I know more about college when that comes up. So, works
you can
good.
tell me about all the picks in the draft where I can make my assessment see, okay, would they be a good fit for our team?
Yep. And they have one more quarterback, Bo Nix, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Now, he turned his career around because he played at Auburn his first 2 years, I believe it was. And then he transferred to Oregon. But when he was at Auburn, the only thing he could do is run the ball as a quarterback. He was not an accurate quarterback. I'm just going to be guessing here, but I'm guessing he didn't average more than 150, 175 yards a game passing at Auburn. He didn't. I don't even think he threw 10 touchdowns at Auburn, if I'm not mistaken, in a season. Maybe 10, 15. But he was not a good quarterback at Auburn. But when he went to Oregon, he turned his career around. This past year he was up for Heisman, and he almost beat out Daniels. But so I don't know what the turnaround was. I don't know if they used him better. I don't know. So he's a toss-up when it comes to the draft as well. I don't know. I guess it depends on what system he goes to, if he's going to be good or not. Yeah. That's my opinion on it. Because at Auburn, the system they ran, he did not do nothing. And then at Oregon, the system they ran there, it just fit him very well. So it's going to take a team that he's going to fit in NFL.
And that's probably why these first-round quarterbacks are really bust because they're going to a system that they're not fitting in.
Right. Like let's just say the Commanders. They're gonna draft a quarterback, but I really don't know what kind of system they run. Well, yeah, Cliff Kingsbury is the offensive coordinator there now.
Yep. That's why I
Yeah,
said Caleb Williams might go to the Commanders.
yeah. And I could see that happening if the Bears do pass on him, which I don't think they will. But Cliff Kingsbury, what is it, like an air raid? He likes to throw a lot, right?
Correct.
So,
wasn't Caleb Williams coaches at USC?
wait, say that again?
Wasn't he Caleb Williams coach at USC?
Right, he was the quarterback coach at USC, yeah, with Caleb Williams.
He worked with Caleb Williams, so he knows what Caleb Williams can do. So he can incorporate an offense around Caleb Williams.
Yep. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. The best fit for the Commanders with Cliff Kingsbury is gonna be Jaden Daniels. Because the way Cliff Kingsbury is gonna use him, he's gonna use Jaden Daniels' legs a lot. He's gonna use him on the run, and he's gonna get the ball out quick into the playmaker's hands, just like Jaden Daniels did at LSU. So I think that would be the best fit for Daniels if that happens.
Because I think the Bears are going to pick Caleb Williams first round. Then they're going to have to go after somebody else, maybe Jaden Daniels. That's probably who they're looking at right now.
Right. Yep. And then I heard the Patriots are looking at Jaden Daniels too if he falls there, which I don't think that. I wouldn't say it would be a good fit, but I don't know what kind of offense and system that Gerard Mayo is going to run. If it was Bill Belichick, I would say it wouldn't be a good fit because look at Mac Jones.
Yeah.
You know, so I just don't know about Gerard Mayo and the offensive coordinator he hired, what type of system they run and stuff like that. So I don't know if that would be a good fit either.
No, Mac Jones and Jaden Daniels, were they alike? Like, do they have a lot of similarities?
Did they have a lot of what?
Similarities. The way they play.
No, I mean, Mac Jones, at Alabama, Mac Jones used his legs a lot, and he threw the ball on the run a lot. He didn't stay in the pocket. Because I want to say Mac Jones is a little shorter. He's only like 6 foot, maybe 6'1" at the most, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. So Alabama moved him out the pocket, and that's how he did things. And he used his legs some. But with the Patriots, they basically use him as a pocket passer, and it never works. No. Jaden Daniels can stand in the pocket, make the good throws, read defenses, and he can use his legs on the run. So I wouldn't say like they're super similar. Jaden Daniels could do more from the pocket than Mac Jones can.
I got you.
Yeah. So that's my thinking on all that. I just hope the Falcons don't get Jaden Daniels, to tell you the truth.
They will have to give up a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, look, we don't like. Go ahead.
He's gonna probably be going the first 3 pick.
Oh yeah. Yep, because they saying Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels going 1 and 2. That's what they're saying. So if another team's going to draft them besides the Bears and Commanders, they're going to have to trade up right there, and they're going to have to give up a lot. So the other 3 quarterbacks in the top 5, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if like Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, and Bo Nix are going in the top 10. I really don't know. I mean, they can drop to mid to late first round. So.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, college football and the NFL are 2 totally complete systems. You know, it's totally different. So it's hard to say if these future prospects are going to profit.
Right.
I mean, because you had some but then you also had so many Hall of Famers that were in the first round, and with the Saints, past couple of years, we always get a quarterback in the fourth, third round, I believe.
Yeah.
So we always picking there in the fourth, they don't last long.
No. They take a quarterback third, fourth, fifth round, and then they hope they turn out to be like a Tom Brady. That's what they do. So I would like, even if the Saints take a quarterback in the second round, I would take that too.
Yeah.
Because you have Derek Carr for another 3 years. Some quarterback can sit under behind him and just learn, So if I had to say right now, out of the top 5 for the Saints, if you can wait to the second round, maybe a J.J. McCarthy, maybe a Bo Nix. If they drop to the second round, I could see the Saints maybe drafting them.
Because let me see. If I'm not mistaken, we have 2 second round picks. So pick number 14. Oh, so we only have 1 second round pick.
Yeah.
Number 45.
Yeah, so you never know with the Saints. You never know what they're thinking. So you can't. It's not like you can predict what they're gonna pick.
No. Yeah.
That's the frustrating thing, because like other teams, you can look at them and say, "Oh yeah, they're gonna take this because that's what they usually do." You can't do that with the Saints.
And you look at the draft, and in the first round, they pick something completely different sometimes.
Right.
Some kid from some school we never even heard of.
Yeah. Yep. You look at like Teron Armstead. He got picked in the first round, but he was picked from Acorn. Well, I don't know, something like that.
Akron, I believe.
Yeah. So I never heard of him. He turned out to be good, yes, but most of the time they don't.
Well, I can honestly say Chris Olave has been a great pick so far.
Who's that?
Chris Olave.
Yeah. He's. Chris Olave. He's a really great right receiver. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think the Saints are going to pick offensive line because that's one they kind of need.
Yeah. I
would love to see.
You said a defensive lineman, right?
Offense.
Offense. Okay. Yeah.
I meant to say offensive lineman.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you got Eric McCoy as your center, Cesar Ruiz as right guard, and you got Trevor Penning that played your left tackle that didn't look too good. But other than those 3, who else do you have?
Well, you don't have one.
Yeah, right. And Andres Pete, I don't think he's coming back either, huh?
Don't know.
Because he's getting up in age and he stays injured. So the only 2 for sure that are a decent is Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz. Trevor Penning, you don't even know, he's coming into his 3rd year, so you don't know if he's even going to pan out to be good enough to even start. So that's only three guys that I know of on the offensive line. So we got to do some work there.
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't draft one. I'd sign free agents if you can.
James Hurts.
I want to say they can't sign him back either.
Landon Young.
Yeah.
I believe.
They have Landon Young too. But do you think they're starting caliber players?
Andrews Pete. Honestly, I don't. Landon Young. I think he.
Yeah.
And our best one, Ryan Rumsfeld, might not be coming back.
Right.
So we got a lot of work on the offensive line.
Yeah, we do. And do you address that in the draft, or do you, if you have the salary, do you address that in free agency.
If you have the salary, address it free agency. But if you don't, you have to address it in the draft.
Right.
And just hope that we can get some undrafted offensive linemen that could be great.
Right. And that was one thing Sean Payton was good at. Picking up undrafted players to come play, and they turn out to be these awesome players.
Oh yeah, he developed them very well.
I mean, look at Pierre Thomas, the running back. He was undrafted.
Yeah.
And look how good he was.
Oh yeah. He was phenomenal. Him and Reggie Bush, they made a great running back duo.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I mean, you don't have that offensive minded coach in the Saints organization anymore.
Yeah, so that's exactly right.
Hopefully, the new offensive coaching staff can help develop these players.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think this offensive staff that Clint Kubiak put together, I think it's an elite staff. Mm-hmm. And I think they're gonna develop the offensive players now. I'm still not sure about the offensive line coach. I don't know, because if he came from the Jets didn't have a good offensive line the last year or whatever. So unless they just didn't want to block for their quarterback. So
he wasn't last year. He took off the year last year.
Oh, okay. 21 and 22, you said, or not 23. Okay, gotcha.
But then they had Zach Wilson playing the quarterback for those years too.
Right.
So.
But yeah, so receiving coach, running back coach, quarterbacks coach, all of that I think is pretty elite staff. Now we just got to hope Dennis Allen don't meddle in the offense and let them do their thing. He just works on the defense.
I think Dennis Allen should step back and let Clint Kubiak run the offense the way he wants to run it. Because that's it. That's his job. That's what he's getting paid to do. Dennis Allen should worry about the defense and being a head coach.
That's right. I think that too.
Step aside from the offense, step aside from special teams, and let him be just a defensive-minded coach. Because that's what he's great at.
Yep. I would say do it now. Put him back on defense. Let Kubiak be the offense. The head coach.
Yeah. I doubt that's going to happen, but he might be head coach next season.
Yeah, he might. I think we said that last week.
Could be.
Yeah, could be. Depending on how well he does, the offense looks and all that. And I wouldn't fire Dennis Allen. Just move him back to defensive coordinator.
I don't know if he wants.
No, he probably doesn't. But still, if he wants to stay in the Saints organization, why not? I'd take him as a defensive coach. I have no problem with that.
How did we were ranked last year? I'm trying to see. That's not what I'm looking for.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I was looking to see what the ranking was in 2023.
But yeah, so while you're looking that up, y'all hit the subscribe button, like button, share button, and comment button if you're watching right now, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any time we go live.
So we were number 13 last year, and offensive yards average we were 3.7. Touchdown was 34.
And what was that again? The defense?
Yeah, the Saints defense.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to look at the offense.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't want to look at the offense.
The running game was not good. The passing game wasn't good.
Oh no. We were average 200 some yards per game most of the time.
Uh-huh. Yep. I don't know, man. I'm ready for the season to start again so we can get the bad taste out of our mouth, you know?
Mr. Taylor Johnson says CA is 24 to 46 as a head coach.
Who?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's a horrible record.
say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Taylor said CA is 24 to 46 as a head coach.
Oh yeah. That's
I
a bad
agree.
record.
That's a very
And I
bad
don't
record.
understand why teams want a coach like that he's under 500 for his career.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's not. I mean, this is what his 5th or 6th season as a head coach.
I think he was 2 seasons with the Raiders.
Yeah, I
And
think it
then
was
he had
3 with the Raiders.
and then he had 2 seasons so far with us.
Yeah, so that's
So
5
this is gonna
seasons. I
be
mean,
it's gonna be his 6th season as a head coach.
yeah, I mean,
But according to Mickey Loomis, he was being compared to Bill Belichick and Bill Walsh. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
So,
And he was that gum smacking you liked.
oh no. Well, you said Pete Carmichael is a great OC. He said that last season, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
Mickey Loomis has lost his mind. Yep, I agree with you, Taylor.
Yep, he has. But he must have a stake with the Saints or something, and that's why they don't fire him. I don't know.
He's going to be a part whenever Gail Benson passes away. He's going to be a part of the thing whenever they transition to new owners, I believe.
Yeah, don't tell me he's Mickey Loomis is going to be the whole owner of the Saints when that happens.
No. He's
That'd be bad, man.
Honestly, I think he should just step back and take another role in the organization and promote Kyle Harley to the general manager position.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Harley's that young assistant general manager who's behind the scenes has been helping with the salary cap.
Right. Now Kyle Harley, he didn't take the Panthers GM job, right? Okay.
No, he didn't. So that makes me think maybe he's staying and he's going to be our next GM. Could be. I mean, I'm not.
Could be.
Sure.
Yeah, could be.
Could be. I mean, but
yep. And like you said, there were rumors. I think you had said it maybe last week or the week before. There was rumors that Mickey Loomis was going to be taking he was stepping down from a GM to become the president or something. But
yeah,
I don't think anything turned out with that.
So no, I think that was just a rumor that was going around.
Yeah.
I mean, people hear stuff all the time and don't believe anything that he's going on.
Right.
And he's getting up there in age too.
Yeah. He has to be, I would think, in his 60s.
Oh yeah, he's getting up there. Let me see. According to they don't give him his age.
He don't want everybody to know his age. But they need to do like the Green Bay Packers do. When your GM hits 70, he got to retire.
Mickey Loomis is 66 years old.
Oh, we would still have 4 years with him. So.
Oh no, he's about 60. He could be 68.
68.
Yeah. So
if we had the clause like the Packers, we don't have 2 more years of him.
Yeah, the Saints aren't going to do that.
I think that's a good clause, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, at a certain point, it's time to start over, start fresh, get somebody else in there.
Yeah. I would like a young general manager to come in, with fresh ideas and young coaching staff, young players, because we're one of the oldest rosters out there.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know what we're going to do. You want to be the general manager?
No, I don't want that headache. Everybody, the first couple of games, everybody would be calling from my head.
All that salary stuff you got to deal with.
That's a headache.
Yep. I wouldn't be able to understand it all.
I just agree with you on that, Taylor. I think he might be getting fired in the summer, but Mickey Loomis ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he's gonna stay.
yeah. I don't
But
know, man.
the good thing about that is that Saints have to stay in New Orleans, so
Yeah,
they it's in the clause they can't move. So
yeah. You think the Saints have a buyer in mind?
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's gonna be one bar. It's gonna have to be like a group because nowadays that's all people that support these teams and groups. You know these groups of investors.
Right. Like the Commanders, like with Magic Johnson and
Josh, what's his name?
yeah, I forget the
Uh,
last name of him, but
he's a majority owner, I believe.
yeah, yeah, he is.
Well, that was with the Broncos. The Waltons with the Walmart Corporation, they bought and they have a bunch of investors too. Because these teams are
Okay.
worth billions of dollars nowadays.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess for $1 billion, I mean, you got to have multiple people.
Yep. And
I would love to own a team, man.
well, the Green Bay Packers, the fans own the team.
Right. That's pretty cool, I think. But how? Okay, I never understood that though. I knew the fans own the team, but they have to have a majority owner to make the decisions, right?
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it
they have a
the
president.
how you decide who's the president if the fans own the team?
I think it's majority votes. If I had to take a
Okay.
wild guess.
Okay.
And then of course the president would hire the general manager and then it would just go on from there.
Yeah. You think that would work with the Saints in New Orleans like that if the fans own the team?
I heard good things and bad things about the Packers being owned by the fans, so it's hard to say
Yeah. Two
because
totally different cities.
yeah, totally different fan bases.
Yeah.
Let's see, Taylor Johnson. I respect Loomis for the good years, but I think he's lost his way. No way he can keep it up for another losing season. I mean, I honestly agree with you. I mean, we can't keep on losing, you know. And according to him, Bill Allen is one of the best head coaches out there, which I think he's lost his mind in that aspect.
Yeah.
So
And think about it with Mickey Loomis. Was it really him making decisions for those 15 years Sean Payton was here, or was it Sean Payton making all the decisions and making Mickey Loomis look good?
the way it's looking right now, the current situation, it looks like Tom Payton is behind the scenes making all the decisions.
Yeah,
Now I heard,
that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, because I mean, look at how well we were performing the 15 years. We had so many winning records. I mean, well, granted, 2012, 13, 14, I believe, in the 7 and 9 season,
Yeah.
but we bounced back and we had, you know, other winning seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So, I mean, it's hard to. I honestly believe it's Tom Payton that was behind the scenes making all them calls. And of
yeah.
course, you had Drew Brees, Hall
That's
of Fame
right.
quarterback.
That helped.
That helped out tremendously.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, look at Bill Belichick in New England.
Yeah,
with Tom Brady, he's a Hall of Fame coach. Without Tom Brady, look what he did. Mediocre the last 2 or 3 years.
and I think that's where Kraft messed up. He picked, it seemed like he picked Belichick over Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I mean, you have 6 Super Bowls. Why not just retire in the first place? You know,
Right? Yep. I think if I was a Hall of Fame coach, I had like say I just had Tom Brady or Drew Brees. I had them for 10 years. I won a few Super Bowls, won all these games. When that quarterback retired, I think I'm done.
yeah.
Because I don't want to look bad after they retire.
Well, look at it. It seems like Bill Belichick didn't get a job.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody hired him.
Yep.
But I think he also wanted control of the team. You know, he wanted to be general manager and coach. So
Yeah. I think if he could just been a head coach and not a GM at this point in his career,
mhm,
he might have been did better.
yeah.
You know. So
And then I think Bill Belichick's trying to beat what's the Don Shula's all-time winning record.
hmm
He's close to it, so I think that's why he wants to coach so he can be on good top.
yeah. Yep. Um, if Dennis Allen's fired next year, would you like to see Bill Belichick come to the Saints?
That's a hard to say. Honestly, what about the new head coach? You know, one head coach like a Sean McVay or maybe Clint Kubiak. Give
Yeah.
him the reins.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I would take Clint Kubiak.
Yeah, because
That's
he
what I
would
would
have a
do.
system in place. And that's what it seems like everybody's going with offensive-minded coaches in the NFL these days.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah. I mean,
So let's try to predict the offense for Saints for next season. How many points a game you think they're gonna score with the new offense?
I'm hoping at least 30 to 40.
30 to
Because,
40?
yes.
Yeah. I was saying 31. If they can average at least 31 points a game, I think they're gonna be doing really good.
How about rushing yards and passing yards? You think they can have per game?
Nowadays it's hard to have like rushing yards. It's hard to get over 100 yards rushing every game.
Yeah.
So I think if you can have between 75 and 90 yards rushing every game, I think that would be actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Receiving, I mean, passing yards for Derek Carr. If he can average at least 250 to 280 passing yards a game, I think I would call that good games.
Taylor says, I'll take Kubiak. Saints promoted the wrong person. Should have been Dan Campbell. I agree.
Yeah,
Dan
I
Campbell
agree.
is on fire. He's a great head coach. Look what he's done with the Lions in the 3 years.
Right?
I mean, he brought them to the NFC Championship, and they haven't been there since almost 30-something years.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Yep. I agree with that.
But I'm not the general manager, thank God.
Yeah, I know, right? Because think about it. If we were the general manager, people would be talking about us like this.
Exactly. They'd be making podcasts about us.
Yeah.
They'd be calling for our heads, and they'd be making fire JJ and the Bronx Tigers, general manager. Sure.
Yep. Yep. So I think we're coming to the end of the show now.
Yeah, I think we covered what we want to cover.
Yep. Think so.
Yeah, but it was great to have Taylor Johnson on. Comment. We appreciate that.
Yep.
Anybody else want to come on comment? We'll address them. I wish they could score 30 against 31 teams, but I don't see it anywhere close to that with Carr and that old roster. It's hard to say. I mean, we don't know what kind of offensive line we're going to have, and we don't know how well Carr is going to accept. Now, I think this year we're going to see if what kind of quarterback Carr should be, because we can't blame Carmichael anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree
Let's see what kind of quarterback he is.
Right. Yep. I agree.
But
So
I think that was it. Huh?
yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. Thanks
Yes.
for all the comments, Taylor.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Everybody subscribe up to the channel, like the show,
Yep.
and hit that notification bell so y'all don't miss when we go live.
Correct. And until then, until next week sometime, whenever we plan on it, we'll see you then. All right, guys. Take it easy.